And now they can hear us. Oh, wait. This is...
What?
Jesus. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Folks, good Friday evening to you.
Good Friday evening to you, folks.
That's right. You may recognize these two faces. You may have missed these two faces. Formerly the Brew with Brother Wife, now the That's Not Funny comedy podcast. This is Tyler.
This is Jeff.
And we are a comedy duo that's trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world.
Our juices into your mouthuses.
Mwah!
Actually, tonight
Mwah!
it is not like it's a vinegary brew.
You can't say the word vinegar to me ever again. Tyler had to literally change his drawers because he was smelling like a goddamn Tim's Cascade chips bag that had been sitting in an old car.
Cascade Chip Factory. Folks, I'm
I'm
an
an unhygienic
hippie.
man.
I'm a hippie.
That's a euphemism for unhygienic.
I'm a hippie, okay? I am actually a hippie. That's the thing.
You're kind of a hippie. I don't like that you call yourself that.
I don't say it much.
You don't.
I don't say it every day.
One time is one time too many.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'll say.
What about the commune?
That's true. That's true. But
And all the drugs.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
you know
music.
what? But I don't like hippies. I like you somehow still. I don't know how.
Is that actually an accurate statement?
I don't like you. I love you.
Do you just...
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Folks, how are you doing?
Oh, my God.
Has this been a good week for you? Has this not been a good week? It's been a rough week for us.
I mean, it's been a bad week because they didn't get their podcast. They didn't get their That's Not Funny comedy.
But they're
podcast
about to start getting it in
They
perpetuity.
in perpetuity on Friday
Come on, baby.
nights.
Fridays night. We're trying to bring a little Friday energy to your Monday morning. What was not funny about this week for you, TT?
I just want to say, if you're watching this live, though, before you get all freaked out, it is not Monday morning. It is actually still Friday.
Yeah, no, you're Gucci. We
What
stream
was
on
not fun
Friday
for
and then
me
release
this
on
week?
Mondays. Yeah.
Okay, so today in my line of work, I operate a company. And we did the biggest day I think we've ever done in this business today, and we're down probably 4 staff globally across the business, and it was a nightmare. It was
really quick.
It was beautiful.
It is fun to say globally in that way.
Yeah.
Globally, when you drop globally like that, it takes a
Well-
listener 1 second to realize that you're really freaking smart.
The thing
And
is,
we're trying not to say F's. We're trying not to say F's.
Good job.
We're trying not to say
the
F's.
first
Yeah,
one
thank
that
you.
almost came
Appreciate
out.
that.
That's a big
I'm not a
deal.
guy that would say freaking. We're just trying not to say F's.
Yeah,
Keep
we
going,
do
keep
not
going.
believe in saying frickin' at all. So basically it was a really, really, really crazy day, and it was like a lot of the big cleans that we had are supposed to be on Thursdays, and they were like on Friday this week, and they were bigger than they were supposed to be, and at every major job they were bigger than they were supposed to be, and we had like fights at work, but honestly it was also great. I just have a back injury and a shoulder injury.
Yeah, you're all banged up.
And it was really, really stressful.
You're all banged, you're all bruised.
Aside from that, it's actually been pretty funny this week.
Really?
Yeah, it's been pretty. I've been
funny.
Well, you asked what's not funny this week.
Well, yeah, but what? I mean,
well, it's been good.
If something's okay, thank you.
It's been good.
If something's not funny, doesn't by default make it funny. If something's not funny. Well, I guess maybe it does.
It kind of
but not in the
What was not funny for you, Jeff? If you can bring yourself to continue talking on the show live.
Okay, so I am taking a new medication prescribed by my doctor, Ola, and I accidentally dropped the pill. Okay, so like I don't take medications, folks. Like I was on a bunch of medications as a kid. Mess with me, like mess with my psyche. I have like extreme apprehensions about going into like a Wellbutrin
Pop
or
off, Queen.
I don't want one of these ones that's gonna go ahead and scramble me.
Preach.
Maybe it'll scramble me right. Maybe it'll scramble me wrong. I don't want to be a runny egg, and that's a problem for me. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna give it a go because there's only so many options left.
There you go. No, we're all in our 30s now. Like, folks, if you're watching this, I'm sure some of you
have submitted
also
to the medications?
caved to the medication at this point.
So many people are like, yeah, the medication changed my life. And I was like, well, it's my life's gonna change one way or another. Ayo. But no, I like day 3. It takes 10 days to like fully get into your system. And day 3, I was thinking, I think this is gonna be okay. Like I did my dishes like completely unpromptedly.
Ooh.
Like I just was like, I'd really
That's
like
a big one.
I'd really like for this to be clean in the morning. Yeah. And I like made a whole dinner, did dishes, and I was like, is this the new me? Is this the new Jay? I get out of the shower. You take this medicine at night. I get out of the shower. I go to grab my little bottle.
You jerk off instead.
I drop all of my pills on my carpet, and I had a dehumidifier in that place. So it's like carpet that was underneath a dehumidifier for a long time.
Wait,
like
are you not going to take the pills anymore?
No, I'm still taking them, but I'm like, I have
out?
too much anxiety. These pills are basically for anxiety, and I have too much anxiety. I'm literally like, I'm going to get a throat infection.
He lives with this shit every day. It's really rough.
My last 4 days, I've been ChatGPT's probably annoyed with how many questions I've been asking. I'm like taking pictures. I'm like, ChatGPT, one of my sinuses, it feels thick. Yeah. And they're like, I'm not. Here's all the sinuses. I'm like, no, that one. My ethanol sinus or whatever.
Your go-to instead of that.
I asked my psychiatrist to re-prescribe me
to avoid taking them.
Yes, and he was like, they're just tablets, right? And I was like, yeah, but I don't know if they're like. He was like, is it? I thought maybe he was thinking I was like pill sticking, but these aren't even a controlled substance.
This guy will judge my parenting, and I have to really remember these stories when he does that. I have to really take these to heart.
Okay, you are not the perfect parent. Nobody is.
Nobody is.
Yeah, I mean, I can pass. Listen, anybody can. A homeless person can pass judgment. That doesn't mean that they're any worth less of the opinion of what you're actually doing.
It's
you know
basically
what I mean?
the same
It's about
value.
what you,
Basically same value.
Oh.
Similar, very similar value.
Folks,
I have less trauma with homeless people. I actually have very little trauma with homeless people. So
I've got some trauma with homeless people. I mean, listen, my mom was homeless in her last months, so R.I.P. I have a little respect for the homeless, but I've also been burned by the homeless.
Yeah,
way too many times.
I have been burned by
way too many times, especially homeless that be thieving.
Yeah,
there's this guy on YouTube that like is really, really nice to homeless people, and Ricardo.
We miss you too, man.
We're back, baby, in perpetuity. And this guy on YouTube, his name's like Josh Little L or whatever. Look him up. At first, you're like, wow, this is kind of inspiring. I'm going to be like way nicer to homeless people. I'm not shitty to homeless people, but I just don't engage at all. And if I do, I give a little bit of side eye.
This guy lived in
Seattle.
In Seattle, and he's not a rich.
I mean, I literally watched a homeless man use a public faucet outside of a Caribbean jerk shack place, drop his trout, spread his ass cheeks, and wash his ass in front of me.
I mean, here's the thing, though. So if imagine you go
That's
to a
more
dinner.
than you do, by the way. That's more than you do.
Thank you for
he had to
up
change
there.
his
No, but okay, but you're the guy that, like, imagine you were doing the broadcast with him, Wouldn't you be glad? Like, he literally did more than I did to prevent
that'd be nice. That'd be
my
nice.
dick and balls smell from wafting over to
No,
you.
it was like I listen,
it was
I
too
want
public.
to
He
be
needs to find a
way
park
nicer
spigot
to the
behind
homeless, and I'm not mean to them, but I want to be nice, but I'm like, this is not YouTube. I'm going to get stabbed. There's this guy that's literally just going to any homeless person.
It could be YouTube, though, Jeff. We could do that.
I had a thought the other day. What if I had a series where I just pick up people that are waiting for the bus and I give them a ride wherever they need to go? And I interview them.
That's like a really good idea.
That's actually a pretty good idea, right?
That's a really good idea.
We should do it together so that if...
Dude, that's a really good idea.
Okay, let's do that.
We have no space for it, and we'll probably never do it, but
we won't do it at all.
I'm signing. I'm 100%
no, it's a great idea,
it's a
right?
Great idea. Let's do it.
Because you help people, and then you get to force them
here's what I think,
to tell
Jeff.
them
Here's what
about
I think.
your
I
life.
think we should make it a part of our product that we have all these ideas, and then we should just
Never do
all.
it?
No, we should do them all once.
Oh, okay.
So we just do one of those.
We've learned that that's a horrible strategy to get traction on the socials.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
You cannot say that, TT.
Oh.
You cannot say that, TT. That's one. That's one.
You're the square jar. I'm gonna call it the square jar. I am literally losing.
Okay, folks, let's get into it. So we are not a news show.
But here's something you should know.
We've never been a news show. And can you get us going here, T?
Yep, absolutely. I would love to get us going here.
We've got some breaking news here. Our leading story today, we've got an 8-year-old girl dies after. Oh, well, if you just let me. I clicked it on purpose. I clicked it on purpose.
Sharing on purpose?
Yes, and then I was bringing it over.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Literally had the entire thing under control. Now I don't know what's happening. I had it under control. Now I literally don't know what's happening.
It does kind of look cool, though. What do you guys think of that?
It's just this guy. Okay, well.
You had it under control.
I had it under control, and then.
You had it under control.
8-year-old girl dies after mom allegedly left her in car during high heat to go to work.
Yeah, I was just, I was gonna sneak it in.
Yeah, no, I was
gonna sneak it in.
I do.
Mouse control is a big fucking deal.
That's 2.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna beat me this show?
Yeah. I mean, you lied about my count last time.
I did, but I did beat you overall on that show.
I can't trust anything you say.
That's totally fair.
Okay.
That's totally fair.
I'm gonna bring this down.
I wouldn't trust anything I said either.
Maybe I should bring this up.
The woman was charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah.
And then we got a nice advertisement here. Always keep cars locked even if you don't have children. Make sure your keys are out of reach.
A North Carolina mother has been arrested and charged with involuntary manslaughter after she allegedly left her 8-year-old daughter in a hot car while at work, and the girl died, police said. Officers responded Wednesday evening to reports of a child in critical condition inside of a vehicle in Charlotte. According to the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department.
Bitch still?
You can say bitch.
Son of a bitch. We've got an ad playing.
Oh, are we right here? Okay, perfect.
No, it's an ad on YouTube.
Oh.
Which is why we got a YTDL.
Yeah, the problem is you
skip it.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Perfect.
That's a nice.
Folks, we're building the plane as we land.
What, hey, could we get some comments below? What do you guys think of the double mic system?
Yeah, I mean, are we coming in fresh? Are we coming in hot? Do you feel that mouth texture? Because before there was little to no mouth texture. Did you ever hear? I don't want to get too off topic because I know that we're trying to be quick and efficient. But did you ever hear that people talking about how having sex is like stirring a bowl of macaroni and cheese? That never sat well with me.
That shouldn't sit well with you.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, okay. so in there's
it's really off-putting.
Have you ever heard of Audio Gone Wild?
No. I mean, yes, actually,
it's
but
audio porn.
But no, I actually have, and I know that you would love that.
Yeah,
this guy loves voices. This guy loves voices.
ASMR for me is
it's big.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah. It's a big one for me. So this, I'm actually like rock hard.
Right
now.
Yeah.
Just from
you're listening. That's just because you're a narcissist.
Narcissist, absolutely. No, I literally, I actually am a narcissist.
No, you're not a narcissist.
I think I am a narcissist.
I thought I was a narcissist a lot, but I realized that I just have trauma.
You're just a fucking dickhead. 3. That's 3.
And folks, look up rejection sensitivity disorder because you might have it, and just think that
you're a narcissist.
Think that you're a narcissist. Actually, officers responded on Wednesday. The child was transported to a hospital where she was pronounced dead early Thursday, according to the arrest warrant affidavit. Yeah, I don't think you're a narcissist. I think there's a lot of other shit happening. but true narcissists, actually, like NPD, actually, like I think it's they actually kind of derive pleasure from pain of others a little bit, or like
really,
yeah, like there's some. I've read enough Quora posts.
The worst.
I know.
The worst library of knowledge ever created.
I was just talking about how horrible Quora. I don't actually like. It's funny because all those posts are basically just people coping with the loved ones that hurt them the most.
Yeah, absolutely.
Her mother, 36-year-old Ashley Stalling, she was really stalling at work, allegedly left her daughter in the vehicle, quote, in hot weather conditions. And the 8-year-old suffered a medical emergency, the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department said in a press release. Temperatures in Charlotte on Wednesday had reached the upper 90s.
Okay, so yeah, that definitely kills a kid in a car.
I mean that's just in Charlotte. When you're, what's the car to outside ratio?
Inside the car,
I gotta think 1.75.
Oh, you think that much?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Let's figure it out.
Let's figure it out.
I'll look it up on my phone.
Yeah, look it up on your phone. When the mother returned to her vehicle about an hour and a half after the last hearing from the girl via text. Oh my God, she found her daughter unresponsive on the backseat floorboard, taking shallow breaths and foaming at the mouth. according to the affidavit. Stallings used a hammer to break open the back window and then attempted to drive to a local hospital before stopping at a business for help, according to the affidavit. She admitted she knew the temperature was 94 degrees outside and that she should not have left the victim inside the car alone, the affidavit stated.
Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, what are we at?
Dude, at 80 degrees after an hour, 123.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that is at 150%.
Yeah.
That's over 150%. And that's after 1 hour. So like,
Yeah.
after 2 hours.
No, it's
in the
wild.
Car,
So,
wow.
Cars is saunas, basically.
Yeah.
Straight the F up.
That's crazy. Good job, by the way.
Thank you.
Good
Medical
job, by
staff
the
at the hospital told police the girl suffered brain herniation due to hyperthermia, according to the affidavit. Stallings was arrested Thursday and charged with involuntary manslaughter and child abuse by willful act causing serious injury, online court records say. See, the problem is the gas is so expensive, you couldn't just run the AC. If gas were a little cheaper, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Absolutely.
But this gal is just trying to make an honest buck.
Seriously though, like childcare is so expensive.
It's more expensive than rent in a lot of places.
Yeah. So like
It's insane.
you can't have a kid and work minimum wage unless you are unless there's two of you.
Yeah.
And even then, two parents working minimum wage, like you can't
wild.
do it. You need a grandma.
It's wild.
You need a grandma. And so people without a support network, a single mom or a single dad without a support network needs to
Not
make
a fun time.
Needs to make like 35 plus an hour to survive. Not even to be like, I'm gonna live in a nice a house, like just to survive. It's wild. And so like, it's not okay that this happened, but like
honestly, I kind of feel bad. Like
for her,
she does not look like she's having a great time.
Yeah,
this looks like actually the worst day of her life.
Yeah, I don't think she willfully killed her child.
Yeah, I want to know where she works though, because that is gonna really be a determinant.
I think
like I want her to work at like an Enterprise Rent-A-Car. I want it to be something like I don't want it to be like a KFC. I want it to be something where it's
I was
like
gonna say Popeyes.
I know that, and I want her to be like.
A little bit.
I want her to be like the assistant manager at an Enterprise. She doesn't know what she's doing, but one day she'll be the manager who also doesn't know what she's doing. You know, I think that could be like a real thing.
Not
for
what
her.
I expected from Ashley Stallings.
Not what anybody
I expected. Like moderately overweight white woman that looked really like.
Oh my gosh. She worked at Amazon. Amazon confirmed to ABC Charlotte affiliate WSOC that Stallings worked at an Amazon facility and said it is, quote, working closely with the police as they investigate. This is an incredibly tragic incident, Amazon said in a statement to WSOC. During this difficult time, we're supporting our employees and have made counseling resources widely available. Amazon's just like, oh, by the way, we're a very supportive employer.
Very supportive employer.
How does that? Why did you need
to get childcare?
Why did you need to? Yeah, don't make childcare resources, not counseling resources after a child dies.
You could have beat this one to the punch if you.
The incident marked at least the 5th hot car death so far this year, according to the nonprofit Kids and Car Safety.
So definitely like an aunt of a kid who died in a hot car.
What do you mean?
Like, there's just nobody in the world that didn't experience a hot car death that starts. Kids and cars, you know,
100%.
Like
that's too on the nose for you not to have a personal tie.
And isn't it funny that that happens to people? Like, I mean, I've experienced that in my family. Like, you know, there was some stuff with my brother that like it just totally changed the dynamic of my entire family. Like, not forever, but like. A little bit forever and a lot for a long time.
Right. Yeah. Well, and then you have like a purpose to like, okay, I'm going to help people in this specific need. Yeah. It's actually a very honorable thing. It's actually a pretty honorable thing.
Yeah,
shouts out to Kids in Car Safety.
Shouts out to Kids in Car Safety.
They're
the trick though is to do something.
Well, I mean, they're tallying
to you.
They're tallying all the hot car deaths. I mean, knowledge is the first step.
Knowledge is the first step.
I don't know what more.
Maybe they published that study that gave us the 120.
Exactly. It takes very little time for a car to get hot for children. A car can reach.
They give us
124 degrees in only 30 minutes.
30 minutes
when it's 90 degrees outside. So that's
killing heat.
I mean, did she not have a cool beverage? That's what I don't understand. How long was she helped? She was in text correspondence. Was she watching a program? I want to know.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I don't want to really envision like.
Yeah, exactly what happens.
I mean, because she's 8, so like, you don't have like a lot of like
there's a point where you're like, shouldn't she have
prefrontal
said like I'm
autonomy.
Oh, you were going the opposite direction with that.
Yeah, I mean, like when you're 8, you're kind of like, I guess my mom's gonna be mad if I don't listen.
Oh God,
You know,
that's actually really sad.
like,
That's actually really so scared of her mom's disapproval that she
and I mean,
literally
because her mom is here. Is this right here?
seizes in the car.
Yeah, because her mom is doing. I mean, her mom is literally working at an Amazon warehouse. You're not gonna like come home and be nice to your kid after that. You know what I mean? Like,
I think.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be neutral to your kid at best.
I think it really just.
You're gonna be neutral to your kid at best.
I think it really depends on your childhood and your young adult life.
If you had a good childhood, you're not working at an Amazon warehouse, most likely. Shouts out. I'm sorry. Comment below.
Maybe
I don't know. I'm learning things every day. Maybe educate me. I don't know. I'm
Do
taking.
you work? If you're a viewer and you work in an Amazon warehouse and you're happy and you did have a good childhood, I need you to
and you
pipe
would
up.
never ever
I need
leave
you
your
to
kid
pi-
in
and
the
you would
car.
never ever leave your kid in the
Then
car.
just hit us.
But
Hit us.
Also,
in the comments.
hit us in the comments if you're sad and you work at an Amazon warehouse, and also hit us if you would let your kid die in a car.
Absolutely. All right.
This one's mine.
You want to take this next one, T?
Man dies after being struck by roller coaster at Ohio amusement park. Yeah, so like that one's just 100% on the guy. There's just like no.
Well, let's get into it.
There's
'cause we
just
don't, we don't know.
way.
Well, we don't know.
I mean, no.
Okay.
You don't have zero. You've got 0 Fs.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's
You
the
got
meds.
0 F
It's the
dogs.
meds.
It's the meds. It like literally might be the meds. Like your impulse control might be better right now. A 38-year-old man has died days after he was hit by a roller coaster at an Ohio amusement park, officials confirmed on Monday. Antonaro Nelson. That's a nice name.
That's a rough name to just lose.
Oh, sorry. Arntonero.
Arntonero.
See, Antonero, that's a nice name.
Arntonero, I don't
sounds
wanna,
like a species
I don't
of
want to be
aardvark.
around you. Yeah.
sounds like a.
I feel like you have a nose that's weird.
Oh, 100%.
Right? I don't know why,
100%.
but he has like a weird pocked nose.
Yeah,
you know, when people have the pocked nose,
Arntonero.
and if I had a pocked nose, I would need a lot more strength than I have right now. So shouts out to you, pocked nose gentlemen in glasses.
Nose mother F doggers. Arntonero Nelson of Wilmington, Ohio, suffered a traumatic injury Wednesday night at the Kings Island theme park in Mason, according to a Mason Police Department incident report. Wow, that's a mouthful. Nelson had entered a restricted fenced area near the Banshee roller coaster and is believed to have been struck by the ride around 8 p.m., a spokesperson for the park said in a statement. So he did get in the way of the F-dogging thing.
Damn.
There's like not a good spot for you to just be like, yeah, I was just trying to get gadoosh.
Right.
You know, like
Wouldn't
they're
it
pretty
be cool to like have the job of designing the theme for a roller coaster?
Yeah, not the engineer.
Not the engineer.
Not the
engineer. Just like the branding.
Yeah, 100%.
You're like, this one's gonna be Banshee.
Yeah. Well, no. So even better than that, I think would be like escape rooms.
That would be fun.
Escape rooms
That
would be
fun.
hella fun. To
I'm
design.
wondering, they're like, blue and red paint's just the cheapest this season, so something.
Keep it blue and red.
Keep it blue and red.
Keep it blue and red.
And don't go patriotic because
Don't splash in any white.
We're getting
It's
real
too-
rough.
too-
It's incendiary in the political climate. Go something
Absolutely.
people can really relate to.
Oh my
Banshee.
gosh, bipolarized.
Bipolarized.
Bipolarized. I kind of. Do you like that?
That is nice.
Bipolarized.
That is nice.
The park's safety and first aid workers responded at the scene, and the man was transported to the hospital in critical condition. He died Friday, according to Justin Weber.
Can I speed up this mouse?
Yeah, the chief investigator for the Hamilton Coroner's
Wait, no, literally
office.
though. Can I? Is that? There we go.
I think you can. Yeah, there's a button on there that'll do it.
Oh, close.
Cause of death is pending investigation. Maybe it was being hit by a F-dogging roller coaster. I don't want to. We need to find something that. This is.
No, F-Dog is good.
This is.
I like
bullshit.
F-Dog.
You like F-dog?
Yes.
What do you guys think of F-dog?
F-Dog is your
Ricardo,
creation, and
do you
I've really
I
come
don't
around to
hate
it.
F-dog, but I just hate.
You
not-
birthed F-Dog.
I did.
Okay.
Okay. He died on Friday, according to Justin Weber, the chief investigator for Hamilton County Coroner's Office. The cause of death is pending investigation. It was being hit by a roller coaster. Results expected to take 8 to 10 weeks. And at the 10 weeks, we've finally ascertained he was.
We need to make sure that we have enough time with the body. Wink, wink.
He was hit by a roller coaster to death.
Damn.
The employee reportedly said he would not. A witness said Nelson told a park employee he had lost something on the ride and needed to go back to get it. The employee repeatedly said he would not be able to do anything until the ride closed, but the man continued to wander in the ride's vicinity and eventually passed through a restricted gate, WCPO reported. The witness told WCPO the man had been dressed in clothing similar to park staff, so some had thought he was an employee.
Wow.
They had to add that in.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Right.
he was. I wonder
Right.
if he was.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're this roller coaster park, you are just
You are any
CYA
possible thing.
out the wazoo.
Any possible thing.
The Banshee roller coaster temporarily closed while officials investigated the incident. The park's spokesperson said the ride reopened on Saturday, according to the Cincinnati Enquirer. I love that they just it was so was he hit by the roller coaster?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he was
what
a
I
roller
like is
coaster.
that the roller coaster opened up before the case closed.
Yeah.
They're like, listen, Banshees, we can't blame Banshee for this.
We can't blame Banshee for this.
I mean,
Who in
and
their
honestly,
right mind?
you really can't.
No, not
You
at
actually
all.
can't.
Like, you can blame a society that spawns things like amusement parks for creating risk.
I think amusement park is fine.
I think it is too.
I think it's fine.
I'm just.
I
a dog
loved a
around.
roller coaster when I was a kid. I loved an amusement park. Six Flags?
Yeah.
Why is there not a Six Flags
The reason
anywhere,
you love it when you're
anywhere
a
near
kid
here?
is because it's not coming out of your pocketbook. You know, like once you go to an amusement park as an adult and you're like, okay, so I'm
know.
gonna pay $75
Dude,
for
I
four
went to
people to get a corn
Disney
dog.
and it was like not that chill.
Yeah, it's fiscal rape.
Yeah, no, Disney is a rough go, and it was
Fiscal
like
rapists.
Well, and the problem is like, even if you get in and have a fun time, or whatever, you are waiting in the line for a long time.
That's why I'm a big fan of winter amusement
Well,
parks.
some of them aren't even open in winter. I think most of them aren't. Like, I don't think any of them are actually open in winter. What are you talking about?
That's such a rough business model. Every year to be like,
You're like,
"So
I'm
we're
the fan
starting
of
back
something
up."
that doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, not the fan of something. No, like the manager. Like, imagine being the freaking.
No, I know, but you
administrator.
were like, see, that's like, you're like, my trick, winter.
No, I have done. There are plenty that are open in winter.
Are there?
Yeah, I've been to multiple where there and there's
Siri,
like very
show
few
me
loans.
winter
amusement parks that are open.
Because I'm thinking the metal is you know,
The metal's getting cold.
the metal's getting cold.
Metal's getting cold.
There's condensation where there shouldn't be.
People are getting mouth diseases from the pills they spilled on their carpet. You know, a lot of people in winter get a lot more mouth diseases from pill spills.
Hey, listen,
Pill Spills
listen.
Incorporated.
You are not guaranteed anything. You could go into a trail and get killed by an animal.
Pill Spills Incorporated is like it's like a black ops. It's like
It's a shell
non-government
corporation
agency.
that's very violent.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what they do, it's like hired by medication companies to like go and ruin people's pills.
Yeah.
Like Pill Spills. Here at Pill Spills, we
Right.
believe that
We believe that nobody should be medicated.
they believe that they're working for medication agencies in order to force people to get refills.
Okay, my doctor like he didn't even respond to me. He just begrudgingly filled it, and I got a message from Walgreens, an auto call, and they were like, "Your doctor has refilled your prescription, but your insurance says it's a little too early. You have to do nothing. We will inform you when your insurance says you can have a refill." And I was like,
So you just have to pay for it.
I need to call them and be like, "Listen, I'm gonna cut insurance out.
You just need to take.
Let me know."
You just need to take the old pills.
I've been wiping them off like that does anything. I've been wiping them off like it does anything at all. Like it does anything at all.
Did you let them dry out?
Here's my problem. I immediately panicked and put the contaminated pills in with the perfectly fine ones. I could have been living a life that was fine because this doctor prescribed me the meds and then I started taking them like 2 weeks later. So I would have been Gucci.
Oh, you literally would have been Gucci. Here, can I just tell
Folks,
you something?
don't have a
Can I just
generalized
tell you-
anxiety disorder.
Don't have a
Don't. If I can give a piece of advice to you.
Oh my God. Okay.
Don't
moving
do
on. What's
that.
our next segment here?
All right. So, folks, we're bringing you some things here that, these are things that you should.
No, we don't have that yet.
Yeah, these are things that you should really think about. Am I the asshole? You know, we've got to focus tonight on the goodness of humanity, but also the badness of humanity.
So, I have a hunch. Well, you read the title.
Okay. So we also advocate for the assholes here because, sometimes you need to have a second opinion.
Absolutely.
So, without further ado, am I the asshole for telling my sister that she cannot hold my baby?
I have a hunch she is the asshole. I have a hunch
She
is
very
the
well might
asshole.
be. I, 27 male, told my sister, 25 male, or female rather, that she cannot hold my 3-month-old daughter. Over the past 4 years, my sister has a history of manic and explosive behavior and seizures. Doctors have notified her that her use of alcohol and marijuana causes issues with the prescription drugs they prescribed. They help reduce the seizures and manic episodes. These substances ultimately renders these prescriptions she takes useless. She doesn't listen to the doctors. She was due to visit my newborn at a family gathering that I was hosting last month. I had a phone call with her prior to the event. I explained due to safety hazard of her having seizures, I asked that if she would be okay to sit while holding my baby and to not be intoxicated while holding my baby.
Yeah, never mind. I take it all back.
Very fair. If she does drink or smoke, I would like her to not hold the baby. She did not see an issue with it, said that I'm being a good dad, and agreed. Event comes around, and before we went to brunch, she smoked pot. During brunch, she drank 2 sangrias. Hell yeah. A family member, that's a good brunch.
That
A
sound
family
like a good
member
brunch,
was
actually.
holding the baby and wasn't aware we had this agreement in place. They asked my sister if she wanted to hold the baby. She agreed, stood up, and held my baby. Due to the risk of causing an uproar, I just kindly asked her if she would sit. She said no. And I had to tell her that I thought it would be a good idea to sit. She sat down, got a picture, and we continued to play past the baby. The next day, they came back to my house. I made light about how we used to get in trouble with our own mom and then how mom would have to follow through on punishment. She laughed and said how much we needed it. I then told her that I feel like my rules were not respected, and she put my baby in danger by breaking our agreement. I said that I feel like I need to protect my baby from those situations, and before I could finish my sentence, she proceeded to get very upset, screaming and throwing things in my house. The baby was only 5 feet away in someone else's arms. After removing my baby from the area, I got the situation diffused, and then she left my house. Now I will see her next weekend for another family gathering. I feel that I cannot trust her to hold my baby. I had to call to tell her that even though I know she is and will be a very loving aunt, I do not feel comfortable with her holding my baby right now. I cannot trust that she will not respect my rules of holding my child to keep my baby safe. I would really like to see changes in her actions around my baby before I feel comfortable with her holding the baby again. She exploded at me on the phone. I'm nervous to see her again. Am I the asshole? Can I say one thing quickly?
Yes.
Why did you say my baby so many times?
Yeah.
There's something about the frequency of my baby that actually swings. I'm swinging towards the sister a little bit. Sister's trying to live her life. She's not on the medications yet. But if she dropped them, she'd be having
no,
a...
she is on the medication.
Oh, no, she is.
She is on the medication.
She is.
So for me here,
Don't say my baby that much.
don't say your baby that much. Don't say.
Am
your
I
baby.
right,
You get
though?
it. It's your baby.
It's
Yes.
your baby. You're
could
being a
just
little
say-
sanctimonious.
Yeah. No, the whole
Okay.
thing is sanctimonious.
Okay.
The whole thing is
Okay,
sanctimonious.
yeah.
And then I don't like the segue from I made light about how we used to have trouble with her mom, and then the mom would follow through on punishment. She laughed and said how much we needed it. I then told her that I feel like my rules were not respected.
I don't understand.
It feels like a weird way. Like, I feel like you wait and talk to her on the side and say, like, hey, I didn't really like, I had to ask you twice
Yeah.
to sit. Like, you
Well, I mean,
smoked
I
and
think that's
drank.
what I think that's what he did, but
Well, I think the next day they came back to my house. I made light about, maybe, I guess, yeah, it wasn't at the family event.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't in front of
Yeah,
everyone.
no, he did.
It feels like a weird segue to me. Feels
Yeah,
like a weird
definitely.
segue.
It's almost like I'm your parent now too, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, there's
it's
some
he's
weird-
putting himself above his own sister in a weird way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of,
Which is,
I
I
don't know.
mean, maybe that's fine
yeah,
because she is having a manic episode. I think, like, again, I've already used this bit, but she might be clairvoyant. This might be a baby that needs to be dropped.
This might be
Like, this could be like a Hitler baby. She's like, I'm trying to make sure that this baby
neutralized. There you go. Yeah,
drops
yeah,
drops a
absolutely,
couple
absolutely.
IQs.
Or just, they used to do, the old ice pick. They used to give him the old ice pick, and that didn't work. That didn't work very much.
Yeah.
It did not work very much.
Yeah.
It frequently backfired, but sometimes it worked kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
So when would
You
it be
know.
okay to let your manic, seizure-prone infant sister hold your? When would that be okay, T?
when would that be okay? I mean, if you had to fire a gun.
If you had to fire a gun?
Yeah, like if you're in a situation where like a bear is bearing down on you,
Okay,
a bear is
okay.
coming at you.
Yeah.
And she can't fire the gun. She doesn't know how guns work. You have gun training. You pass her off. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. I want a better one.
What about like if you're your baby's got like a really bad case of hiccups, and then you're like, sis,
Can you scare the shit
sis,
out of
can
my
you?
baby?
Yeah, can you?
Can you scare the shit out of my baby really quick? Okay, yeah.
All right, moving on.
If you're trying to shake the baby
If
up.
you're trying to shake the baby up, yeah exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I mean it could be a new method of burping. Like we don't know. I mean, we found out that honey is good, and that's weirder than shaking a baby.
Wait, honey's good for babies now?
Well, no, just honey in general. I don't know. I just saw this meme one time that I always think about. It's like, I wonder if honey is the tastiest of the insects' vomits that are out there. All these things.
We had
you
a
know?
mystery. We had a mystery the other day.
Did you? What
We
happened?
had a big
What happened,
mystery.
big guy?
So we have all these blue. We have this. We just made a patio. We just got a patio in our front yard, and it's really. I love it. It's great. And we have this blue furniture, the blue cushions on the furniture, and we kept on getting these little yellow dots on them, and we're like, is this leaking from the gutter? Like we've never seen this before. Turns out it's bee shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it turns out it's bee shit.
Okay.
But it's actually pretty. But it's actually pretty chill because it's like just pollen. Like it's like literally just a bunch of pollen. That's all. So it's like it's not like rotting meat and gross stuff. It's all. It's like pretty. You could like lick it on up. You could like lick it on up. It's very very. So
it's
that
just
was
so funny
nice.
that we just we get so intimate with bees.
Yeah.
We really. I mean, I don't like. There's not much more I can expand about that, but we do get intimate.
Well,
with
it's
bees.
kind of like drinking breast milk in a weird way.
Yeah.
Because
There is something about honey that is kind of not good, though. Do you feel me there?
No.
Shit.
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Folks, do you know what I mean? Like, honey's okay. It's fine. Like, it's good, but like, something about it's kind of gross too.
I just love honey.
Yeah.
I just love
Okay.
honey.
Yeah,
I
fair
feel like I'm gonna live a lot longer because I eat honey for some reason.
Yeah.
I feel like honey's sacred.
Let's keep it going here.
Let's keep it going here. Am I the asshole for refusing to push my obese cousin around in a wheelchair for a day?
Let's get into it.
I think you're definitely not a good guy. My cousin is approaching 600 pounds.
Come
My cousin
on.
is approaching 600 pounds and requires a mobility scooter. Is walking even short distances is very painful for her. This tells me something. For some reason, and I'm being vulnerable here. And when I say I'm being vulnerable here, I'm letting you guys know that I am an asshole and some kind of a chauvinist and like there's something bad and I want to change that. But my gut, I had very little respect for the 600-pound person.
Okay.
But when I found out it was a her, for some reason I respected them even less.
I thought you were gonna say more.
No.
Honestly, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest.
It's like I don't know if that's right to say that's vulnerable.
No, you're vulnerable because I mean,
I am an asshole.
Yeah, you've opened yourself up.
I am
to
an
judgment.
asshole.
I do understand what you're saying, but it doesn't.
I don't know why though. It's
it
not
doesn't
right.
strike a chord with
It's
me.
not right.
I mean, it's all about the vibe of the person. I've seen some great 600-pounders.
Like so.
It's really all about the person vibe.
It's really all about the person vibe.
All
Okay,
right,
in
let's get into
July
it.
she has an out-of-state wedding to attend, and I was asked to taxi her to and from the event. And I love like taxiing.
Like
you
that's
really- you
literally the terminology you'd use for an airplane.
for an airplane
when it taxis
or for,
the tarmac.
or for a barge. Yeah,
my
also
God.
for taxiing a barge.
That's
Taxi her
good
to and
shit.
from the event, so I'm not currently employed, so my calendar is open. Unfortunately, my car will not carry a mobility scooter, so my cousin will be required to use a wheelchair. The problem is that this event is being held in a public park. I can barely push her wheelchair on a paved surface, let alone across grass and dirt. I tried contacting a couple rental agencies in the area, but they would not lease scooters in this case because of the off-road use.
Fair.
Just lie about the off-road use.
Yeah.
Lie about the off-road use.
I mean,
My aunt and uncle have also declined to loan me their truck, which is how my cousin normally gets around because I have a pretty shitty driving history. At least they're being honest.
yeah, that's
I did look into renting a vehicle that could carry the scooter, but my cousin cannot afford to pay for that, and obviously with me being jobless, I can't either. The distance from the parking to the event area is about 40 yards, which my cousin cannot handle walking. About the best solution, man, what a rough 120 feet is too much to walk.
Dude, I saw a lady in grocery outlet today, like huffing and puffing, and then she had to like rest upon the goobers. She's like resting on the.
What's a goober?
Like some like folks, the goober, like it's like C tier candy because it's a grocery outlet. It's like
Is that like Gushers?
I mean, I might not have been goobers, but it was something that was like a candy that you could tell, I don't want to eat that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you're trying to make it fancy on a box, I don't want to eat that.
Okay. I just want to go on record and say I F-dog and love Gushers. My cousin is furious with me, saying I'm shaming her by saying I cannot push her. But I feel it's honest.
Don't use the S word.
Like
You're not allowed to use the
100%
S
the thin
word.
wheels.
You're not. You
Like
should have
100%
shame.
The thin wheels of the wheelchair are going to dig into the ground, and I'm not strong enough to handle that. My cousin has done a lot for me in the past, so I do feel bad saying no, but I feel like I've looked into every option at this point. Am I the asshole for not being willing to just go and give it the college try? Also, please don't degrade my cousin. I know I can't stop you.
It's all been
that's
said.
so good.
I know I can't stop you. Like,
That right there is why we read this whole thing. Also, please don't degrade my cousin. I know I can't stop you, but it's all been said before. Please and thank you.
That
God, my
something
God.
is. You didn't even need to say, "I know I can't stop you."
Yeah, well, like
You're almost encouraging it.
exactly.
You're almost inviting it. Okay, I've got one for when you should do this. I think there's a very simple solution to all of this. And if you got something better, go ahead and take the torch. But I think I've got something here.
Okay.
You need to identify a problem, and then you need to offer a solution. Case in point.
Plywood.
Well, I'm talking about, this is an unemployed person. This is a college person,
Get a
supposedly.
job.
No. Start a business where you push fat people in wheelchairs up to 40 plus yards. She needs to get her cousin doing her a service. Her cousin is presenting her an opportunity. You're actually coming to the internet trying to reach a solution here. The solution is right under your nose. You can smell it probably. You need to start a business catering to these good folks.
And here's how you do that. So train tracks, you can lay them out, and then you can drive a train over them. And she weighs about as much as a train.
You can figure something
weighs
out.
about as much as a train.
You can figure out a track mechanism.
This is something that I've actually used before.
Okay.
Going through tall bushes while both very high on acid and not high on acid at all. It's actually a favorite method.
It's good to
of
try
mine.
both.
You get 2 or 3 2x6s.
Okay.
And you put a 2x6 down, and you have the other 2 on your shoulder, and you walk to the end of it, and you put another 2x6 down. And then you pick up the one from the rear, and then you move it forward.
Yes.
You use plywood. You get to the go from the paved area, and you use you can strip down the plywood to be the right width, but it might be pretty wide. So you might just be 4x8.
Well,
you might just be using 4x8 plywood, but you put one down, you roller on it. You put another down, you roller on it. You take the first one, you put it down, you roller on it.
Yeah.
120 yards, no time at all. I mean,
I'm imagining something like can she be like rolling? You pick it up, hand it to her. She throws it down. Like,
she can absolutely be a part of this system.
Is it possible?
She can absolutely be a part of this system.
You're literally like an
She can
engine.
absolutely
You're
be a
becoming
part
an
of this
engine at this
system.
point.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, that 6 becomes 5. That 5 becomes 4, and then you've got a partner in business.
Absolutely, folks. And you
Think outside the
traveled
box.
The whole 40 yards.
I mean, come on.
I don't know. 40 yards is not that much, but 600 pounds is that much.
That's
it's really like, I do see where he's coming from.
It's a lot.
If you put 600 pounds on,
I mean, what? Like, it's just not.
4
It's
wheels
just
that are this thick.
not realistic.
Yeah. If it
Like,
was,
I don't understand how there's even an argument for the cousin.
If it was in the desert
Yeah.
on hard ground, then that's one thing. But
Unfortunately,
you're in a
this
park.
is more like a dessert situation.
Hey.
Come on.
Oh, we're giving it to her. We really are.
It's right there.
And folks,
It's right
that's
there.
Am I the Asshole with That's Not Funny Comedy Podcast.
Okay, so we've
It's
got.
not funny.
We kind of. It's really not funny. You might hear some things
It's
that
not funny.
we're like, oh, is that meant to be funny? Is that not? None of this is funny.
Not funny.
Comedy occurs. It happens, but you're the judge of that.
You're the judge of that.
None of this is funny,
None of it.
but there might be some comedy here. So we actually went out of order a little bit. I was wondering what felt wrong when I was trying to bring this segment in. Folks, we actually skipped our most favorite game, which is Who Are You?
Oh, and I don't. It's done basically, but I haven't. Yeah. Okay. Well.
So this is.
Who are you?
That's
I
right, folks.
really wanna
So we
know.
have heard about the assholeness of real people, but now we're going to dive into AI-generated people. We are going to let you know their backstory, let you know what they probably are capable of moving forward, and give you a little bit of a heads up. If you see a person that looks like this in real life, you can have the upper hand because you know what to expect.
I like this one.
This is. You want to say this is bad initially, but I actually think he might be good.
I like this one.
Yeah, he seems like
he gets it done. I
Yeah.
think he gets it done. I think he's a misunderstood hero.
Yeah,
It's like, have any of you read the? Did you read the Da Vinci Code?
I didn't. No,
Did you see the movie?
I didn't know. I loved Tom Hanks though before 2020.
Okay, well, in the Da Vinci Code, there's somebody engineering a bioweapon, and gets released, has a long incubation period. Nobody realizes it's happening. Spreads across the whole planet. It sterilizes like 70% of the population, I think.
Okay.
And it's a really nice reset on population. But the whole book, they're like, it's this evil person, and then it kind of pivots perspectives, and you get this perspective at the end.
Yeah.
That's this guy to me.
Okay.
He engineers a bioweapon that sterilizes 70% of the population, which everybody's like, oh my God, what about body autonomy?
Yeah.
Squirt out kids we can beat up.
I could see he's obviously extremely intelligent, or maybe extremely autistic, or maybe both, right?
They're paired together.
I wanted to say that he was like doing something high level like that. I actually think he's just playing Warhammer. Like, I actually just think he's really, really, really good at Warhammer.
Really?
And I think
pain? Where's all the pain come from?
The pain comes from the expense. Because he's got to work at a job he doesn't like. He literally he doesn't
Warhammer is not cheap, guys.
It's not.
It's really
He
not.
literally works at like a UPS store.
He's working OT to get.
And they're making him. He usually works in the back. They're making him work in the front.
Orb.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
They're making him work in the front.
That's where the pain comes from.
Yes.
He's working in the front.
Yes.
He's not a front facing.
He's not.
He's not a customer service rep.
He wants to bring a Warhammer into that office and never look back.
Absolutely. Okay. I mean, I can see
you
that
see
too.
that?
I can see that too.
I wanted to be where you're at, and I think. I couldn't
see it.
The Da Vinci Code should be named something else if that's the plot, because that's a really weird name for all of that. Maybe it makes sense, but I want something different than the Da Vinci Code. I feel like it should be like about underground cults.
It kind of is.
It is? Okay,
yeah, it kind of
cool.
is.
Okay,
and the guy uses like a weird, like he's kind of like letting like people know what he's doing through all this secret coded shit.
Okay. So there's some good shit.
It's like a very much a thriller, like culty, weird, like it's a good one.
Okay.
Huh? Again, you want to say bad, but
I think he's like he came to this country as an immigrant, rough start, worked his way up. Like maybe he found a niche.
Oh, he did. And you want to know what that niche was?
What was it?
15 years weightlifter. 15 years he was a weightlifting coach.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
He's not anymore.
Because something bad happened.
Yeah, he's not anymore.
Okay, he was a weightlifting coach, and then he was like meant to like spot somebody or like encourage somebody to do something, and then the bar literally killed them.
Yeah,
the weights literally killed them.
Best student he'd ever had too. He was so hopeful.
And he was like, "Oh, come on, it's all about form. No fear, just form." And then he literally watched him die in front of his. And then the problem was the big thing that haunts him. He wasn't strong enough to lift the weight off.
Oh.
Yeah. So now this is him inside of a Carl's Jr. The background here is a Carl's Jr.
He wanted it. He couldn't lose the muscle fast enough, so he used the opposite of steroids to like demusk himself.
Yeah. No, he started like injecting himself with like weird proprietary like venoms. Like synthetic venoms.
I like that. That's kind of fun. Like there is. I wonder. I don't know what the definition of venom is, but like, for like you think about how hard it is to make synthetic drugs. You know, it's like a very specific thing. It's not that hard to make synthetic venoms.
No,
like,
it could probably be like mayonnaise.
Yeah,
like there's probably a big umbrella
into your bloodstream.
I don't know, right?
Some weird shit is gonna happen.
All right.
Oh. He actually does do bad stuff.
He does, yeah.
He looks like he doesn't, but he does date rapes.
Yeah,
he does.
That's a problem.
Does date rapes.
He goes to university and he calls it that.
Yeah, and he outward facing, he actually gets along pretty well with people. People like him pretty well.
Yeah. But they feel a presence from him.
Absolutely.
They feel a presence from him. What's this guy's like guilty pleasure? Like obviously he plays video games.
Probably
but like,
date rapes.
Yeah, but like what's his other? I guess it's a guiltiest pleasure.
That's a pretty
like
guilty pleasure.
What? There's something that he you know what? I think he likes to prank people. I think he likes to he's one of those guys that like is always playing pranks. I think that might be him.
I think.
Can you see that or not as much?
I think he eats mayonnaise and baked bean sandwiches.
Is that because we were just talking about mayonnaise, or do you actually feel that in your heart?
I actually feel like he eats something really weird a lot.
That he maybe doesn't even realize is
disgusting
weird?
degree.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
like,
messy.
Not just like exactly.
I'm imagining the mayonnaise and the beans. He's taking a bite. It's falling on the counter.
Yeah. Onto his shirt.
His shirt.
Yeah.
He wipes up with a sock.
Yeah.
With his own
the
sock.
thing is, it's definitely not like his sexual guilty pleasure is.
Yeah. No, that's right.
So we've got that covered already.
Yeah.
It's something like that. Like I feel like he's like a pretty clean person, but he does something really dirty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something really dirty.
Beside the heinous
Besides
sexual
sexual
assault.
Yeah. And we've got
All right,
one more
here
for you, folks.
He actually is great with cars. Good on cars. He's not the traditional redneck, but he's
pretty smart too.
He's like he got out of that small town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He
yeah.
literally got out of that small town and became something in the town like an hour and 10 minutes away.
You know what? No, I think it was further than that. I think it was further than that. I think he did a hit and run before he left town.
Oh shit.
I think he did a hit and run and killed someone and never got caught and lives with that every day.
Yeah.
And now
and that's why he knows like really weirdly specific things about car about like the aerodynamics of a 2008 Toyota Celica.
Yeah, he got into repairing.
He's like, I only work on Celicas.
He got into repairing accident damage to kind of like relive and own his
Yeah,
trauma.
we revisit it on our own terms, folks. That's one of the things about trauma. We revisit it on our own terms.
Absolutely.
All right, so we've got one more, and this is where we actually take all of these folks here. We take an 8-grid panel, and we tell you who I'm gonna do a refresh.
We deserve a refresh.
Okay.
We deserve. Although that wasn't terrible.
It wasn't a horrible one, and I might be like,
this one's
regretting
good.
that.
This one's great.
Okay,
this one's great. Okay.
So. All right, we're looking. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to figure out the best person and the worst person. You go first.
Best person is.
I've got mine.
Yeah, second from the left.
Right here.
Upper.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's my best person
upper.
too.
Yeah.
And then let's do worst person here.
I almost would have done second from the left bottom. That would probably be my second best person.
Yeah. That's a weird. She doesn't normally look like that, I would say.
Yeah. And the worst.
So she's the best, and then I'll get my worst, and then you let me know when you got your worst.
Ooh, this is kind of a tough one.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a probably like a non-popular opinion here.
I think it's bottom right, actually.
I think it's top right.
Oh.
Yeah, you see her.
Yeah.
You see her.
She.
You know,
F-dogs her kids up.
Yes, she does. She messes her kids up
really bad.
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
Like some weird stuff.
Yeah.
What's
his deal? He's like he goes to church, but he's like a really fucked up guy. That's one for me.
Oh, 1 to 4.
Yeah,
I am losing this battle. I'm not sure. I just can tell.
Something. Yeah.
I'm not sure. What is it?
He works at a Subway and does bad stuff to the veggies.
I think it's worse than
Worse
that.
than that?
Yeah, I think it's worse than that. I think
pretty bad, dude.
I think he for you, that's really bad. Yeah.
You're gonna get a mouth infection.
I'm gonna say maybe he kills random animals. Like he'll just go through a neighborhood. He's like the guy from You, except it's just always animals.
Right. Okay.
He's
That's fair.
just really good at killing animals. So
That's
he kills
fair.
people's pets in his he takes one vacation.
Wow, I haven't looked at the camera once.
This whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
That's really bad. Thanks for looking at the camera because
I've been looking at the camera.
Maybe I'll
You'll
go
look back and see.
Maybe I
You'll
will,
go
but
back
yeah,
and see.
I feel like I didn't.
Yeah,
look
he
at
kills
it.
pets.
He kills
people's
pets. Okay. All right, moving on, folks. Let's see here.
Moving on up.
Got it.
Oopsie daisies.
Okay, so it's time for fives. TT, you want to take a 5? This is where we break things down. If you don't have a 5, I will give you one. And without further ado, folks, I'll give you a 5. Remember, you prompted me with what animal I can have sex with.
You want to prompt me with the 5?
I'll prompt you the 5. I mean, if we don't have a 5, we have to prompt each other.
Yeah. Prompt
Okay, so I'm gonna say, what's something that you what's something that you would never do to somebody that's been done to you? And folks, you can think about that too, because it's good to reflect on these things.
Comment below.
What's something that you would never do to somebody that's been done to you? And it doesn't have to be like heinous. I know where your brains are going because you're watching this show and you obviously have, some atypical thinking patterns. But
yeah, mine's probably gonna be.
Is it gonna be a heinous one?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't try and get a 16-year-old boy drunk and bang him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very solid.
As a 58-year-old.
That's a solid mind frame to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost too easy though. That
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, the question is hard.
Yeah.
I didn't have a good question, so I was literally making it up as I was saying it. You ever do that? You ever make up your sentence as you're saying it?
It's not a bad question though.
It's a hard one to really like sink. Do you want another one? Because
no,
I mean,
no.
Okay. Because I can make up another one while I'm talking potentially. I don't know. Maybe I can't. I've got one right now.
Okay, do it.
All right. What is if you were to learn a dance and like really, really try?
It's flamenco.
Flamenco. That's a style of guitar playing.
Okay, whatever the equivalent dance of that is. Flamenco's not a dance?
I don't believe so.
I think you're cracked.
Here, let's pull it up here. I think flamenco is just like a style of guitar picking.
I think you might be right, but I think you might.
But maybe I'm not. I mean, I have a large reference point from guitar. I play guitar, right? So it's
a musical style.
A musical style, yeah. Well, but I mean,
bugs are starting to get in.
What I mean, how do you dance to flamenco?
It's a musical style. I'm thinking of salsa.
Okay.
Salsa. It would be some Central American. Some Central American spicy dance.
Flamenco dancing.
I would want it to lead to sex.
Ballet. Okay, ballet flamenco.
Yeah, I think that's just like the name of a video. I think that's the
male.
I think you're right.
Okay, no. Flamenco man dance. Amazing flamenco dancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm eating my words right now.
Yeah, and
okay.
It's like Spanish. It's like Spanish.
Yeah, here let's.
Yeah, Spain. Flamenco in Sevilla, Spain. Male dancer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, so yeah, it would be flamenco.
Let's pop
and if it
into
wasn't
this.
flamenco, it would be salsa. And the important thing here is that it always leads to sex.
You just really need to like reiterate
there's something
that to the
me.
folks.
There's something to me about dancing that leads to sex that I like.
Okay. Wow, they're really just. I mean, okay. So footwork is huge. Is this what you'd wear?
I mean, I've worn.
You've
stuff
worn
like that
similar.
before.
Yeah, this is actually kind of like that. You
He's
would
really pushing the sweat out too.
Yeah,
he's really pushing.
I
the
feel
sweat
like he's
out.
on amphetamines.
Yeah.
Why is
Okay, wait a second. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Folks, this is...
Dude, no, you literally don't have to learn. You just have to take an adequate amount of Vyvanse.
Yeah,
You'll be
absolutely.
good.
I've probably actually flamencoed before.
Oh my gosh.
I think
on cough syrup.
I think my cap on Addies is 110.
I think I'm about the same.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This guy's on 170.
Okay,
he's pushing 2.
Really high on meth.
Is he missing a tooth?
Oh my god.
No,
I don't want a flamenco anymore. I really don't want a flamenco.
This literally could just be a guy that they promised like $40 worth of meth off of the street.
Yeah.
Like, this is what he was wearing. They found him. They were like, our performer broke their knee. We need you to step in.
We need you to step in.
We're going to make it worth.
You get... Oh my gosh. This is not a dancing style. This is a guy on drugs. There's no skill here. There's just intensity.
Yes.
Just an endless amount of intensity.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's salsa for me.
Okay, it's going to be salsa.
It's salsa for me.
All right, we got you. That was a good fight.
If it was flamenco, it wouldn't need a little sex. It would just need to.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. You got to kind of like orient yourself to your surroundings for sure. So.
Absolutely.
All right.
What's your take 5, Jay?
I'll take a prompt.
You'll take a
I
prompt.
don't really have one keyed up, so I'll take a prompt.
If you were on a boat with everyone that you know and interact with on a semi-regular basis today, and everyone was starving, and you had to choose to kill and eat one of them, who would you kill and eat?
Everybody that I interact with on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah, or maybe it could just, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a bad one because you kind of have to like out that you want to kill and eat someone that you
I know, yeah.
So is that not great?
I mean, I could roll with it, and then if you think of another one, maybe just pop it my way. But I'll kind of marinate on that for a second.
Okay.
I mean, for me, like I would rather eat somebody who eats well. You know, like I don't. For me,
grass-fed,
it's exactly. Yeah, I want somebody that's really like taking care of themselves. I don't want anybody on medication. I don't want any of that bitterness.
You choose like an anti-vaxxer.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd choose like a hippie, but not a hippie like you. Not a hippie like you. Yeah. Who would I choose to eat? I mean, definitely.
So you wouldn't choose. You would choose to kill not based on your dislike of someone.
Yeah, no. This is all about nourishment. This is purely about nourishment for me.
Really? Okay.
Well, because I'm trying to make sure I don't have a headache.
Okay.
Sometimes if I eat bad, it affects me holistically.
Okay.
We're already in stressful situations. I need to be at my peak mentally.
That one over. So it would basically be the healthiest person you know.
The healthiest person I know, yes.
Who's the healthiest person you know?
I'm trying to think. Probably one of the people at the building I work at. This guy named Valentine. He's always running, and I'm like, damn, that's a healthy motherfucker.
There you go. We got 2 to 5.
Yeah, Valentine.
Now.
If you ever watch this, I would eat you, boy.
And
I would eat you, and that's out of respect.
That's out of respect.
I literally would eat you out of respect.
I really like the way you took this. Thank you. I've got one more for you since that was a relatively short one. Right. If you had to, similar situation, but you have to. Everyone's just eating part of themselves. They're like, we're not gonna kill each other. We're not gonna kill each other. We're just gonna eat part of our own bodies. What part of your body would you eat?
Why does this happen sometimes where I can't find the? Okay, well, folks, sorry that we are sponsored by Lenovo. We just didn't want to tell you quite yet. Yeah. Lenovo is one of our partners. The ThinkPad is one of the most iconic devices that you could conjure up in your mind.
Everyone's using it, and for a good reason.
Hit up Lenovo because they've been the best, and they still are. Lenovo shouts out, thank you for that bag.
What part of your body?
What part of my own body would I eat? Probably gosh, that's rough. I don't want to debilitate myself, right?
Yeah. Because here's the thing: it's about the best tasting, the best tasting, most nourishing, and it's also about not taking the wrong part of your body.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's rough. I'd probably just start eating my own body fat and then try and go into a weird self-cyclical ketosis. That way, when I die, at least I'm svelte.
That's I feel like
something like that.
I feel like that has been done. You
think?
I feel like not a lot.
And God bless him. And God bless him.
17 times total.
Right.
But somebody that didn't need to do it, chose to start.
I mean, folks, body dysmorphia is a real thing, and just being obese is a real thing too. You got to have measures that you take when you're committed, and especially when you're in a situation where people are eating themselves.
Absolutely. Okay, and now follow-up question: what part of my body would you eat?
Oh, God, if I had to?
Yeah, if you had to eat a part of my body. Do you like salt and vinegar chips?
No. I mean, I do, but never again. Honestly, and this is weird. And I hate to say this.
Be my nose.
Did you see me looking?
I just knew. Would it actually be my nose?
Yes! I hachikuchi. I was going to say your nose, and then I was.
You mean it?
I don't know why, but that's what's standing out to me as the most appetizing part of it.
That actually freaks me out a little bit. That actually freaks me out a little bit.
I don't know.
Every time you're looking at me now, I'm right? Wondering,
yeah, no, it's
is he looking at me? Or
is Jeff peckish? Do we need to get him a snack before we start the That's Not Funny?
Let's get somebody get Jeff a snack.
All right, those were our fives, and that's it's a good time.
It's a good time. And now we're ready for... What the heck?
Oh, I wanted to close out the 5. Close out the 5.
I mean, what do we need to do to close up the 5?
Well, that was it. Did that.
Oh, we actually closed it out with... Oh, okay, that's cool.
That's right, folks. We are not done yet. We are doing a brother battle. This will be a weekly finale of the That's Not Funny Comedy podcast, where Tyler and I go head to head to try to bring you the most entertaining product. Right now, what we are going to be doing is putting in prompts to Suno AI. Suno is a music-making AI machine. We are going to be making the most entertaining, and that's all it is. It can be, you're going to use whatever you want to make it entertaining. We're going to make the most entertaining AI song for you to listen to, and you're going to tell us who wins.
And we're still going with it has to be something that like everyone experiences and is kind of annoying.
I mean, that's what I think is good. You know, these very human experiences that AI sings about. You know, like when you, I don't want to give mine away,
See,
but
when you make the show, you get to do yours.
I literally asked you if you had an idea. I teed this up to you as an assistant.
You get to test it out. Like, are you messing around at all?
0%.
You just do one.
I have honor and
You just do
integrity.
one. You have
I just have honor and integrity. Yes.
Okay. I just watched
Something that you might not know much about.
the episode of South Park. South Park is so good.
Oh, it's goated.
It's so good.
And I will say that goated.
Goated. Okay, so you're gonna do yours, and I'm gonna make mine while you're doing yours. Is that right? Do you have 2 Sunos up?
I don't have 2 Sunos up, but I can.
Just go ahead and duplicate.
Okay,
that bad boy
that's
for
right.
me.
Okay. Actually, I do have 2 Sunos up.
Oh, cool.
How did that happen?
Okay.
Okay, so let me stop this.
Folks, we're gonna pause on the soft jazz.
So, folks, this is my. So, should we read the prompt or should we not read the prompt? Just let him. Should we tell them what it is or should we read the prompt?
Let's read the prompt.
Okay. So here's the thing about the prompt. The prompt is only 200 characters, so you actually have to make it as condensed as possible when relaying the idea to the Sunobot. So mine is a modern rap song about being late. You can't find a parking spot. Some spots might be okay, but you have anxiety about getting towed. You think you found a parking spot, but then it's a small car. Now rage. I just said now rage because I wanted it to be angry, and I was out of characters.
Yeah. Oh, you were all the way out of character.
Yeah. So let's see. So we've got parking paranoia here. I'm gonna choose.
So
the
you
second
don't
one.
do the custom mode? You don't do the custom mode?
No, I think it's fun to give it this parameter. I think custom is too much. All right, this is mine.
Quashing creativity since. Oh wow.
Woo!
Are you gonna give him the lyrics?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Here, watch. I got you.
Yeah, I don't.
I got you.
I literally can't. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get this.
Just scroll down. Damn, that's actually kind of a sick.
Yeah.
That's kind of a sick trap. I literally, I would like to freestyle over that.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
really?
that's what I was trying. Exactly.
Okay, I'm just gonna go like this.
There you go. Yeah.
We'll figure this out, guys.
We will.
Or we won't.
What?
It's
actually insanely good. It's not as funny as I'd like.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's entertaining. I mean, the folks at home, the good folks at home, are kind of the judge of that. So, I mean, folks, how many times does this happen? And I want to park in the spots that say reserved for law enforcement or veterans. Stop trying to pander. That you're not even trying to do something good. You're literally trying to pander. So it's like, let people park. Don't pander to people or police. I think we've learned that in the last 4 years. All right. Anyway. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be bringing you AI songs, and, you know, maybe we'll do some other battles that are, you know, more intense, but that's what we got for you right now. And I think that's entertaining. I think there's some merit to AI singing and proselytizing. That's not right, but singing about very human experiences. Like another one is like, when you're washing a dish and you try and wash a spoon, and then you're like, why did I even try this? The water's everywhere. I mean, these are things that we all can relate to. I saw a Hard Times article today. Man tries to ride his random ability to clean as far as it will go. And I thought that was funny.
Wait. Oh, I thought that was a joke about me.
Oh.
I thought that was a joke about me.
Oh, no. No, you're just thinking about yourself because you're a narcissist.
Can you pass me one of them beers, the fake beers? Folks, I drink non-alcoholic beer because I'm an alcoholic.
Heyo.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so folks, my song, and it's still kind of loading up here a little bit. I think it's at the very bottom. Nice name. It's Can't Avoid the Dribble. So my prompt was country song about peeing on your pants a little bit every time. You can't avoid it. Also about how pee splashes everywhere but no one admits it. Lastly, you zip your penis up in the zipper.
God, and you came in one character short.
Yeah.
Really strong work.
Thank you.
Really strong work.
Yeah. Have you ever zipped your penis up in the
God,
zipper?
that nose is looking good.
Oh, no.
That nose is looking
Have you ever zipped your penis up in the zipper?
Not penis, but ball skin, yes.
Oh.
Penis, I don't. Well, actually, you know what? I'm uncircumcised, so it was like the skin of my penis, like the foreskin, but it wasn't like the. You zipped your head up, bro? Or your
skin on the shaft.
Okay.
Skin on the shaft.
Okay.
And I've zipped my balls up too.
Yeah.
And it is.
I think I've done everything but head, so I guess I have. Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
I just wanted to
folks.
flex about being uncircumcised.
There you go.
I didn't let a.
Picking the song here, folks, is really important because you could get a winner or you could get a loser.
No, it's.
And all you've got to go on is the picture. I'm gonna go with this one. Here we go.
Oh wait. I think there might be a better way to do this. Can I?
Wait, no. Stop. It just has to get. I guess I'm just gonna pick this one because it's done. Okay,
but I think there's like a better way to I think you can.
It's fine.
No, I think you can do this. Or.
What?
This. Here we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Sometimes you gotta trust.
Mouse control.
Sometimes you gotta trust.
Spray, but it's everywhere. Look in the mirror, no one's saying a word. Man knows truth never heard.
So, I love.
No shame, no blame. Zipping up quick, but the pain is so grand. Oh Lord, got my poor thing caught in the band.
Shit.
I think I got you on this.
So
one.
I'm imagining this person with a penis.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Fuda songs. I've never known what Fuda means. F-U-T-A?
I don't know. F-U-T. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Same old tune.
Dribble, it's part of the game. Every guy's been there. No shame, no blame. Zipping up quick, but the pain's so grand. Oh Lord, my poor thing caught in the band. Damn, you.
I think I got you there.
Nailed me.
Yeah.
You nailed me.
I think I got you there.
Yeah. Wow.
Caught in the band.
Woo! Goddamn.
Well,
folks,
it's been an absolute pleasure. I feel like you should have let us go out on that. I feel like you should.
Oh, I should have.
You know?
Dylan Anoski!
Oh,
baby!
my boy!
We back in perpetuity.
In perpetuity
That's
on
right.
Fridays.
Every single Friday. We're not doing Mondays. We're just doing Fridays because we're also a band that happens to be a game show.
Absolutely.
And happens to have a podcast. We're trying to bring this all into one.
And
actually, we have to bifurcate it. We learned that.
We have to.
We can be a podcast, and then we can also be a band that's a game show, but we can't be all three.
And if you want to watch us live, we're live streaming to the same channels that we were on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, but it's going to be.
But on the YouTube, it's going to actually be going to our That's Not Comedy podcast.
That's not funny comedy podcast.
That's not funny. That's not comedy.
That's not comedy podcast.
That's not comedy funny podcast. That's not comedy or funny podcast.
Yeah.
That's not a funny podcast.
We're not trying to be funny. There is comedy that happens, and that is for you to decide.
That's for you to decide. So you can watch us live on the usual platforms. Gosh, golly gee, do we appreciate Twitch viewers? That's really nice. So if you want to watch us on Twitch,
Dylan is an extremely talented man of many trades. One of them being 3D printing. He printed us this brother wife here. That's right. We are brother wife. We are the comedy duo brother wife.
Sword?
He printed us this sword. That's also a pegging device.
Yeah.
Just depending on what kind of mood you're in after work.
It's got a cup to catch the rectal juices.
That's right.
It's got a cup to catch the rectal juices.
Well, and it's nice to have an equilibrium that you can just easily clean up afterwards.
And once you've warmed up with this bad boy, you go ahead and hit it with the non-stop. It's got these ridges to do.
Oh my gosh!
Honestly, though, this is a really fine piece of engineering.
It is extremely so
spiraling stuff that has to be printed just right in order to fold out.
It's insanity.
It's really pretty amazing. It's really pretty amazing.
He's got a sign for us, and I'm excited about that.
Big sign.
Goddamn, Dylan, we love you.
Big sign.
And we hope to see you at our next show. We just did a ladies only dating show, and we might be doing another dating show for our good friend Carl. We're in works for that.
Absolutely. Oh, and Carl wants to do the dating show.
He does. We just got to figure out. Details.
We just got to figure.
We just got to figure out when, where, and how much, and not even how much. We do all this shit.
What do you guys think about a hiring show? Other than maybe being completely illegal, I think it would be really fun to do a hiring show where a company sponsors the event.
Yeah.
And we have like 8 contestants trying to get a job, and we'd make them do some really f-dog and weird shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's safer than a firing show, like you had mentioned you want to do, which I think both are great ideas.
Oh, wait, I don't think I ever said firing show. Did I say a firing show?
I thought you did.
Oh, maybe I did. Maybe you misheard hiring for firing, but I don't think that doesn't seem like something that you would mishear. Anyways, we've got some really fun stuff in the works. The next couple live shows are going to be.
It'll be bananas.
They're gonna be. You're gonna recognize them, but they're gonna feel a lot better. We're really putting the production level up, and we're bringing.
As we always have.
We're looking for people. If anybody knows crew that wants to like help out, we're looking for some crew to help with AV and to help with like setup and swapping between stuff. We need it. We need the help, especially as we're kind of leveling up the production. So if you or anyone you know is interested, Richard and Dylan, that would be awesome.
We love you guys. Anybody watching this, come on back, baby. We're going to be here in perpetuity, bringing you what you want, bringing you what you need, but you don't know you need it yet.
Absolutely.
Folks, Friday nights, we'll see you. Mondays, the videos are going to be up.
We literally love you guys.
Have a good day. Listen to a song that you used to listen to with your parents. Good night.
Eat something that you didn't like when you were 8 and you haven't tried since. Wait, go back to the starting page. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're gonna go out on year one. You gotta go to the start. You gotta go to the TNF starting page. That's how we end.